Hey guys, welcome to the Bourbon Basement. I'm Steve, and today I'm going to do a video I've been wanting to do for some time now. Mash Bill number 2 taste test from Buffalo Trace. So everything was set up for me here by my producer, and I do suggest that you guys out there watching get your producer to set some blinds up for you so you know what you really like, and it takes kind of the prestige of the bottles out of there. The only thing I did for this, of course, I laid out the glasses, producer poured, but I set the bottles up in this order. And the reason I did that, this is Mash Bill number 2 tasting, and it all started with Ancient Age, right? So Ancient Age was back in 1938, introduced by the Sheenley Company. It's the oldest brand, and it's the original flagship bottle of the distillery. This one is the 90 proof Ancient Age, so it's the original mash bill to the what is now the Buffalo Trace Distillery. This is the mash bill they started with. It's called Mash Bill number 2 now, but it was their original, so I don't know why they didn't name it Mash Bill number 1. Then it goes to Blanton's in 1984. Blanton's, created by Elmer T. Lee. They were looking for something to bring bourbon back, and this is the first commercial single barrel bourbon. It is 93 proof, and they gave Elmer T. Lee a task, right? They said, hey, we want something spectacular, bring people back to bourbon. What can you do? And Elmer now is just months away from retirement, and he gets this big bomb dropped in his lap. Well, what he remembered was Albert B. Blanton, Colonel Albert B. Blanton, going to Warehouse H, that's that metal-clad warehouse, going about center of the warehouse and drawing his honey barrels out, the barrels that he thought were the best, all right? So that's what he served to big clients, at parties and events. That's what he did to get people to Buffalo Trace, called George T. Stagg Distillery at the time. Anyway, so when he was tasked with creating this special bourbon, he remembered Colonel Albert B. Blanton doing that. So he went and he started drawing those barrels and said, hey, I think we're just going to make a single barrel product out of this stuff. First commercial single barrel, and named it Blanton's in honor of Colonel Albert B. Blanton. That was in 84. Well, in 1986, shortly after Elmer retires, they do another single barrel, and they honor him by putting his name on the bottle of another single barrel. Now, up until, I think even up in his 90s, he actually would go to the warehouse and pick the barrels that he wanted in his bourbon. So that was something special too. Blanton's 93 proof, this one here is released as a single barrel 90 proof. Then in 1990 come out Rock Hill Farms. They released it as a premium bourbon at 100 proof, and they named it after the farmlands that Albert Blanton lived on there around the Kentucky River. This one, they wanted the premium single barrel selection, just kind of to go along with these two, just to keep the interest and everything, and they put it in a real pretty bottle. And then in 91, they came out with an 88.9 proof, the Hancock's single barrel special reserve. This was a push to bring new bourbon drinkers in, so they lowered the proof to get them in. What we're going to do, though, so the only one up here that's not a single barrel is Ancient Age. Everybody knows that. But what we're going to do is I'm going to start sipping these and trying these. And I'm sorry. You all know my videos, I don't edit, so I am sorry about that. It's just a lot of time, and really, there isn't a lot of time there. I meant to get some water to clean my palate. But guess what? The water's out. But anyway, I'm going to go through these kind of quickly. I'm going to start with the first one. Don't know what it is here, but maybe I won't even do the smells. I'm just going to go through these things and do taste and see which one tastes the best. All right, this is a real smooth bourbon. I think all these are going to be kind of smooth. They're lower proofages, but this one's like silky, kind of coats the tongue, lays right on it. Get a lot of caramel and honey up front, some baked apples on there, and dark chocolate. I get a good dark chocolate note with this one. I don't want to smell it. Yeah. So dark chocolate's in there, pretty defined, and then you get a little bit of spiciness at the end. All right. Second one. Super sweet, kind of gentle, still smooth. It's a little weak on the taste though. There's not a lot of things that's popping out. I get that taste of a sweet corn, faint caramel, faint honey, and kind of a leathery note at the end. So this one here is, it's kind of complicated, but it's kind of simple as well. And then I'm starting to get a little peppery finish. So just between 1 and 2, you'd be surprised just by, these are all made with the same mash bill. We just talked about that. So the only thing difference in these is age, where they're located in the warehouse, and these are all from warehouse H. I don't know if this one is from warehouse H or not. I didn't do enough research. I do apologize. I'm just taking a little bit of water to cleanse my palate so I don't have to get confused, because I think a lot of these are gonna taste similar in some ways, but just by going off 1 and 2, different as well. Number 3. All right, this one gets down to the earthy notes. Not like, no, I don't mean earth. I guess the grains. I'm tasting a lot of grains. The grains forward. Whoa, almost lost it there, guys. But just you get past the grain flavors, you get a little bit of green apple in there, kind of a light caramel. It's real simple, but it's real good. I do enjoy that one. All right, so we'll go to 4 next. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are not lined up behind the bottles, guys. They are mixed up back here. I just wanted the bottles in order from when they were released, so you all could get kind of a timeline of how they were. So once again, 38, 84, 86, 90, and 91. And I'm on 4 now. Get a little butterscotch in this one. Some toasted peanuts even. Kind of a little citrus note in there. This one has more of a cinnamon flavor than I've had in these others though. So 4 bourbons, 4 the same mash bills, 4 totally different tastes. This one's got more cinnamon on the finish as well. All right. Last one. It's a good smooth bourbon as well. Kind of a sweet vanilla jumps out at me at the very beginning. I get a subtle citrus note in there, and I too get some butterscotch in there. This one's finish. It isn't cinnamon like the last one. it's kind of finishes with that little black pepper too. So now those were quick tastes. This is going to be a quick show. So now I'm going to tell you the ones I like the best. So my favorite was number 1. And let's see what number 1 was. And I'll move them over this way when I get it. So number 1 was Rock Hill Farms. So Rock Hill Farms will take number 1. All right. My second one, I liked number 5 next. Had that little bit of citrus in there with that sweet vanilla. I thought it was really good. It was a real smooth drink. Had a little bit of butterscotch in there and then finished with that little bit of pepperiness. All right, so number 2 was Blanton's. So I'll move number 2 down here to Blanton's. All right, so number 3, this one in the clear glass. I like those earthy notes, that grain, that sweet corn that it was putting forward. It was super, I liked it for being super simple. Number 3 was Ancient Age. So Ancient Age is right there where it is. Now, if you all had watched one of my other videos, you know Ancient Age beat out some good bourbons before. So now my last one, actually got this one next. This one had that little bit of leathery note. It was different than all the others. It was kind of weak in some of its other flavors, but it still had that sweetness. It still had that good sweet corn kind of vibe, and I liked it next. So number 2 was next. Hancock's President Reserve. Sorry, Elmer T. All right, so that leaves Elmer T. Bringing up the rear. All right, guys, that's how I rank mash bill number 2. So Rock Hill Farms, it's a good bottle. It's hard to find. You pay for it. It's good. It's the best one out of this lineup, and I'm not gonna say it's over the top best because Blanton's was a close second for me. Blanton's another, they're allocated bottles, but they're getting easier and easier to find. You got the big collector's ability in there with all the horses and everything else. Blanton's gets the bad rap about being overrated. I don't think it is. I think Blanton's is not overhyped, not overrated, because it's really a good bourbon. You know, you can find this one a lot cheaper than you can find this one for half the price. And it's good, it's smooth. It's a bottle that you'd want to share with your friends. So Blanton's a close number 2, but then surprisingly, it didn't surprise me because I've done tastes like this before, and Ancient Age is always up in there for me. So just your basic, simple. This one is 90 proof. I think most of them are 80 proof, but you taste the grains. You know what's in this bourbon. This, guys, if you haven't had it, try it. For an inexpensive bourbon, you're really going to enjoy it. Not only just as a sipper, but it's great for mixers or anything else. But it always surprises me every time I do a blind. I mean, look at the 2 bottles it beat. 2 allocated single barrels. So for me. But anyway, Ancient Age, always a buy, always want it on my shelf. It isn't the bottle you're going to brag about to your friends. It isn't the one you're going to have company over and say, hey man, let's pour this Ancient Age and try this. No, it doesn't have that prestige, but that's what a blind does. Because if I wasn't doing this blind, I probably would have picked that at the bottom just because my own biases on it. Anyway, this is another surprise for me because we did a show on it and did our ratings and everything. I think it was the lowest rated one up here, so I'm surprised it beat Elmer T today. But for me, today, this is the way it went down, and you'll be surprised, I believe, too, when you try it. So, guys, and sorry Elmer T finished last, but that's the way it rolls. Sometime next time, he may be in, the top 2 or 3. But anyway, all right, guys, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this mash bill number 2 tasting of Buffalo Trace products. If you all have any other tastings or blinds that you'd like to see, maybe have compared, go ahead and leave a comment for me. And please like and follow and tell all your friends about it. And guys, I'm here tonight. I am alone. My producer's not here or anything. She set this up and she left, but I'm alone. So I was drinking alone, but I never want you to. So tune in Friday nights to our live shows. We're live every Friday, and we want to be your drinking buddy, because why drink alone, guys, when you can drink with us? Hey, we'll see you next time here in the Bourbon Basement. Cheers, guys.